Well, welcome back to the Mark Joeckel Show here at Biz TV Texas. Glad you've joined us. Make sure and follow us at Biz TV Texas on Facebook. You can watch the live feed there, as well as you can go back and see all of the episodes of our show from 2017. You'll find about 250 episodes there, and lots of great content, lots of good interviews, lots of great music. Each week we also try to bring people in from the North Texas community that are doing good in the neighborhood to find out more about nonprofits around us and how you can get involved to support that. And today we have Mr. Greg Meyer with us for Aid for Educator. How you doing, Greg?
Pretty good. You, sir?
I am doing fantastic.
Yes.
You're sounding good, even though you got the cough, you know. We noticed when you got the cough, though, your voice is a little nicer and deeper for TV, so that's good.
Right.
So you said right before we went on, this might be connected to your wife, who's been a teacher for how long in AISD?
35 years.
35 years.
She teaches at Martin High School.
Yeah.
In the 35th year.
35th year.
Yes. So
tell us about Aid for Educator and how it got started.
Real quick.
No quick. We're
quick.
not in a hurry. We got
time. I worked for the district also as security officer for about 7 years. I had my own business for about 20 years, and then kind of being small, you know, things, I got gobbled up by the big corporations.
Sure.
So my wife worked at, of course, working in the district, and I happened to be at a game, saw a security officer, and I thought looking for something different. So I was hired on as security, and I became a sergeant, patrol sergeant, for the whole district. So I went all over. I saw all kind of events, worked with the police.
Oh my gosh, I bet.
You name it, it happened.
For people who don't know, there's 66,000 students in AISD,
Yes.
100 campuses.
Yes.
I mean, so
I
your
was-
work,
I was
it's
busy.
It's a medium-sized town.
It is, and like I say, there's that many, and we had 85 officers, and I was in charge of day patrol. And so I retired in '65, when I was 65, in 2011, and because I had to sign for Medicare. And so, oh, what the heck, I'll just retire. Plus, that was when they were going through the budget. The state wasn't going to give them $5 billion.
Sure, right, I remember.
And they were going to switch me from patrol to Bowie High School. Loved Bowie, but I didn't want to work in a high school.
Yes, spot.
Yeah, so I retired, and I saw what the teachers went through, especially elementary. Like I said, I have all kind of calls I was on. What they went through and how much they love their students and what they do for their students. And after retiring, I wanted to give back something, do something. I don't want to sit around. So
You're not the retiring type.
No. As a matter of fact, I drive for Uber part-time and do this. But anyway,
The man burns the candle at both ends.
That's
you
awesome.
got it, man. You got
You're
to.
our hero already.
Well, you got
I
to
know.
stay alive.
We don't want to stop either.
But I went, everything worked out perfect because I have my own business for 20 years. The Form 1023 you send to IRS to be a nonprofit, I did myself. It took me 2 months because you got
a lot of work.
A lot of work. You got websites. You got to start a business. You have bylaws. You got. So I got that approved in February of 2013. So I'm a 501c3. Now I thought, oh, that's the hard part. The hard part's getting donations. It's not filling out the paperwork.
Right.
So we started off slow and kept plugging away, and you know, slowly we'd help teachers. We're in the state of Texas, but a third of the teachers we help are in Arlington.
Right.
But I want to do the whole state.
Oh, sure.
Because there's a lot of poor districts. Because what we're shooting for is new teachers to 5 years. Because over 50% of teachers, or not quite 50% of teachers, leave the first 5 years.
Yeah.
So I wanted to help new teachers to 5 in Title I, which are lower income schools, and that's what we target. And then any leftover, we help. We help all the teachers we can. So my first people we helped was in El Paso, believe it or not.
Really, that's interesting.
And that's one of the poorest districts.
So let me back up a second. You get it started. How do you start getting connected with the schools? How did you get connected, for instance, with El Paso? Because you're independent. You're not associated with any district or any other nonprofit.
No. It was funny. I'm on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, have a web page, and I send out mailers. I'm assuming they just happen to come across or knew somebody, or they found me. And a lot of the teachers do find me. Then if I get a school, all of a sudden, like Bowie, I've helped 11 teachers at Bowie High School.
Right.
Because one teacher sent in, and I said, hey, I sent them. Usually what we send is a gift card, $200 Staples or Office Max gift card. So directly to the teacher, so the teacher can help get what they want.
What they want.
Exactly, for projects, for supplies, and so
Right.
forth. So, of course, then I get more teachers. And I want to help every teacher I can if I have the money. So anyway, we just slowly grew slowly grew until last year, 2017, is our best year ever. It took a lot of work because really the volunteers are my directors, my wife. I have another teacher, Jamie Johansson, who just retired after 38 years from Arlington High School. And then I have Ed Farmer, our director, who was a principal at Seguin, and he's been retired for a few years. So we all know what's involved in the education process. But this last 2017, we had the highest donations ever. Okay, and we also had a first golf tournament at Lake Arlington, and we had, I don't know if you know, Chris Jones is an up-and-coming country western singer from Alvarado. He put on a benefit concert at Gilligan's for us, and we had that.
So how much did you raise in 2017?
Now, we're not big now.
Oh, no.
But we raised, let's see, let me think. We helped 29 teachers and a couple more times 200, so whatever that is. So, I said we helped 29 teachers.
That's
which
amazing.
Is, like I say, being a small, we don't have a big background, we just keep plugging away.
Well, what do you see? Because you've obviously saw a need. What typically do teachers then go get to accentuate what their needs are? Do you get a sense of what they're out getting?
Most of them are, it varies.
Right, sure.
Folders, tissues, antiseptic. And you think the schools would supply this, but they don't. Pencils, binders, just everyday stuff they use.
Sure.
Now, in El Paso, I set a whole set of books. Okay, new teachers, when they come around out of college, when they go to a classroom, it's empty usually because our teacher's gone. So they need money for that. So I bought one second grade class a whole set of books, of different books. The teacher sent what she needed. I sent 5 tablets to another school in El Paso. But most of them, it's easier because the gift certificates, they can go get what they need.
Right, sure.
But it's basic supplies. Now, one story, and it was here, and I'm not going to tell you what school it is, but the school district gave them all these, for the school classroom, books, notepads. But the problem was they didn't give me any kind of earpieces. So if the kid was going to do a class, they had to listen to the tablet.
Right.
They wanted to have earpieces. So she bought with hers earpieces.
Gotcha. So it's a wide variety.
It's a wide variety, but mainly supplies.
So good support from the school districts you work with, and how do you interact with the school districts?
I don't really interact. I interact with the teacher directly.
Right. That's smart.
I don't. Yeah, because I just.
You also know from being around that can be a little cumbersome.
Working for the district, let's just say it's a great district, but
they're big organizations.
But who runs it? Who we want to support is the teachers and students.
Exactly.
That's who we want to support.
Well, that's smart, and that's a good approach to do it because you can get direct contact with the teachers. And so, I'm sure these teachers are very thrilled. What are the response typically to you guys? I mean, what feedback do you get from the teachers?
Well, all kinds of feedback. Thank you. If you go to our website, I have 6 pages of responses from teachers, of all kinds of responses, but mainly just thank you. Like I say, Bowie sent me a card with all the teachers signed that I gave to a thank you card. I had one class, one of the El Paso classes. All the kids sent me a handwritten thank you letter, done with their drawings and everything.
That's awesome.
And that's really the gratification I have.
For you, yeah.
Yes. And anyway, if you go to our website, I think he's going to put it on.
Yeah.
We'll have all 6 pages of the thank yous from the different teachers.
Sure. So you're 501c3, so people can make
it.
Financial donations there for you. I'm sure you take in-kind donations. Do you do that, or you try to stick with the financial, or can people make donations of supplies and things, or is that a little cumbersome to try to get into that?
I'll give you a quick little story.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'll take in-kind. I've gotten supplies from a teacher or some retired teacher who had stuff and some books, but no, mainly it's We had a big garage sale also year before last, and that helped. A lot of people brought stuff in, and then we donated what we had left over to Mission Arlington. But one teacher used to sell, I don't know if you know what they are, they're lasting impressions, they're brass stencils. You know what I'm talking about? Where you can do I got a couple thousand because she wanted to she didn't want to get out of it, so she wanted to donate it to me so she could deduct it, right?
Right.
So I got boxes of these, and I got them all, but it took me months to get them all. I said, what am I going to do with them? All categorized and what I have, and so I said, so I still got them. And on the webpage, I'm giving away for free. Anybody? I'm giving
lasting impressions.
It was brass stencils that you can, all kind of designs that you can do cards and stuff with. Well, I'm giving away. Listen to me, people. I'm giving away. Give them away. All you have to do is pay shipping.
Lasting impressions.
There's a couple. All you want. I got pictures. I got the catalog numbers. It's all on the webpage.
But you would love for in-kind donations to be something like Staples or Office Depot saying, "Here's $500 worth of product." Those are the kind of in-kind.
That, or like I say, just I have donate. You can donate through PayPal. That, and I'll go get the get the card and everything, and it's easier than mail it to them.
Right.
If you go to GuideStar, we're platinum on GuideStar, so we're very transparent.
Well, what are some of your plans for 2018? I know you work on the school year, so you're already into the school year.
Well, trying to have a second annual golf tournament. That's a bear to put together.
Those are a bear.
But the people at Lake Arlington and the guy in charge of the here in the city, in charge of Park and Recreation, were great.
Yep, they're great folks.
Great
over there.
folks. They worked. I mean, it's great. I'm going to do that again, and try to do different fundraisers I can think of.
Sure.
You know, I don't know if I have a benefit concert again, so I was pretty lucky to have Chris
Right.
Jones.
Oh yeah. Well, how can people get in touch with you directly then? What's your email address?
My email is gem@aid4edu.org.
That's great.
Or you can do Aid for Educators on Google. I come on the first page, first person.
Perfect. Yeah, and you guys got Facebook, and we've got your website up there.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank
great
you.
cause. Keep up the good work.
Well, I
You're
appreciate
an inspiration to a lot of us for what we're going to do in our years to come. Well, this is Mark Joeckel Show, and we'll be back right after this commercial break.